Let me give you an illustration as to why sometimes a quadratic has two solutions, sometimes it's only one, and sometimes there's no solution equals 0. It doesn't cross the x-axis. So let's compute this. So complete the square. I've done this many times, so I'm expecting you to know how to complete the square. I'm just going to do it in one go. It's always going to be half of this. So that would be 4 squared. Take away this thing squared, 16, and then carry that -1 down. Single number, merge them together. That would then give you -17. So I'm expecting you to know how to complete the square. So when you get to this stage, rearrange it to make x a subject. So add 17 to both sides. Add 17 to both sides. And then square root both sides. You get two versions, the positive version and the negative version. And then you take away 4. So I'm doing this all in one go. The point here is that this thing here, and then you take away 4. The point here is that this thing here is at -4. So this is at -4. And then if you add this square root 17, it would take you to here. If you take away this square root 17 thing, it would take you to the other root. That's why you get two solutions when you have when you have plus minus root 17. Now let's look at this case here. Complete the square on this. So I'm expecting you to know how to complete the square. I'm just going to do it in one go. So it's half of this. Square it. Take away this thing squared. And then carry this thing down. And then now -9 plus 9, it will be 0. But let me put 0 in here. Let me put 0 in here. So plus 0. Let me just leave the 0 in here. So now rearrange this to make x a subject. So you would add 0 to both sides, or take away 0 to both sides. So that would then become, that would then become 0, and then square root both sides. You get two versions, and then you take away -3. So that gives you your x. So what this means is this is at -3, and then if you add root 0, you would go to the right. If you take, the point here is that you're at -3, and then you add 0, and then you take away 0. That's why when the square root thing is 0, you're going to get one solution. Here the square root thing is a number, so you're going to start at -4, and then you add a number, and then you take away a number. That's why you have two solutions. Here you've got plus minus 0. That's why you've only got one solution. Let's try and complete the square on this. So it's always going to be half of this. So that would be x plus 2 squared. Take away this thing squared, and then carry that number down. Single number, merge them together. That would give you +6. +6. So now rearrange it to make x a subject. So take away 6 from both sides, and then square root both sides. You get two versions, the positive version and the negative version, and then you take away 2. That will give you your x. So when you have a square root of a negative, as far as you're concerned, you can't square root a negative number. That's why you have no solution. Okay, so this here is just an illustration. When this is 0, there's only one solution. When it's a positive, because when you can square root a positive, you get two versions, positive version. Here, as far as you're concerned, you can't square root a negative, so that's why there's no solution. Okay.